Radio stations around the world ban Michael Jackson. Major stations have removed his songs, affecting millions of listeners. Really? These millions of listeners know of the existence of Spotify? So there's a story going around at the moment which is quite frankly horrific. But for some reason people are focusing on something which I don't really quite understand. So you've probably heard by now that in a documentary recently screened at the Sundance Film Festival, two men came out and said they were abused by Michael Jackson when they were children. Now obviously these allegations are up, and I'm not in any way playing that down in this video. There were obviously persistent rumours about allegations like this throughout Jackson's life, but none of these allegations were ever substantiated. But obviously now with the Me Too movement and sexual abuse allegations obviously kind of been taken more seriously, I guess, it's kind of come back up to the limelight. The abuse actually alleged in this documentary was so bad that they actually had counsellors on hand at this film festival for traumatized viewers. I was going to play you a clip, but I honestly just don't think it's suitable for this channel. If you do want to go and watch the documentary, which I would recommend, I guess, if you want to get a kind of unbiased view on this whole thing, go and check it out. I'll see about leaving a link in the description if I can find a link anywhere. But yeah, I would recommend watching it, but yeah, viewer discretion is definitely advised. So after the documentary was aired, Jackson's estate was clearly pissed. They denied all wrongdoing and filed a $100 million lawsuit against HBO. The 53-page complaint filed in Los Angeles Superior Court claims HBO was violating a non-disparagement agreement by airing the documentary. This basically means that HBO told Jackson's estate that it would be one of these happy, positive documentaries when in fact it was the polar opposite of that. The fact Jackson's estate wanted this agreement in the first place kind of sends some warning signals going off. It's like for years, you know, TV production companies, you know, networks haven't been able to actually say anything negative about Michael Jackson. That is, until now. They claimed in the lawsuit that HBO were only doing this for the money and they were taking advantage of his eccentricities, which is quite hard to believe after watching the documentary and hearing the horrific things that these two guys went through under the hands of Michael Jackson. Allegedly. So we've got this weird situation now where it's not just Jackson's estate protesting the video, but actually members of the public, maybe even you watching this video right now. And this leads on to my original point about radio stations now making the decision to ban all of Michael Jackson's music. Personally, I do think that people are getting a little bit too riled up over this. I don't think I've actually heard a Michael Jackson song on the radio for months anyway, and you know, if you want to listen to an artist that you enjoy listening to, you're not going to go to the radio, you're going to go to Spotify or YouTube or wherever else you listen to music. The one thing I do get is that I can see that it can be disrespectful to an artist that was obviously incredibly talented for what he did, but at the end of the day, that's not your problem, it's not my problem, it's not society's problem, that's the radio's problem. You know, that they've taken the decision to take that music down from their station. You know, yeah, it's disrespectful, but that's them disrespecting, it's not us. You know, if you want to listen to Michael Jackson, like I said, go and listen to it on Spotify or YouTube. And the fact that this is the thing that's making people mad kind of amazes me. Like, this is the first thing I saw. The first thing I saw wasn't Michael Jackson has been accused of these horrific things. It was Michael Jackson's music has been banned from radio, which is just kind of weird. I don't really get that. You've got a documentary here where you've got two guys explicitly going through every last detail of their abuse, their alleged abuse from Michael Jackson, and yet some people seem to be more interested in, you know, radios banning Michael Jackson's songs. However, and I do try to stay unbiased on this channel, that I do also think that the radio stations are maybe going a little bit over the top banning his music. Like I said, the FBI have investigated Michael Jackson on multiple occasions and they never found anything, and this was when he was alive. It is perfectly easy to separate music from an artist, but likewise it is just as easy to connect the two. Whether these sexual abuse allegations actually happened, I guess will sit on the line of conspiracy. The reality is it's now a one-sided debate, and personally I would just remain neutral on the situation in the absence of irrefutable evidence. Putting all this aside though, I will always appreciate quality music where credit is due. And obviously there's no dispute in that Jackson's repertoire is iconic. So that's just about it, guys. As always, I do want to hear your thoughts on this, particularly on this video actually, and I know I say that in every video, but I do really want to hear your comments down below and I'll try and reply to as many as I can. And if you're new here, feel free to go down and hit that subscribe button. I'll be talking about all this controversial stuff all the time, so if you like controversy, go and hit subscribe and we can talk about it on this channel. Until next time, guys, thank you again for watching and I will see you in the next